Okay, so we left off and I was just talking about how I like the way this gun operates like an SMG. Now, the other thing that I love about this is because this really is more like an SMG than a pistol. I mean, look at it. Even though that its operation is technically a pistol, it feels like an SMG. It kind of operates like one with your truck and lever. Just good stuff. It's unsafe. No, it's safety. It's there for a reason. Sorry if you can hear the drilling. The house is being renovated. I like the way how it runs off of the KSC/KWA slide. Now, why do I love that? What's so great about the fact that I have a Glock in a box? Well, what's so great about having a Glock in a box is that finding parts for this Glock is very easy to do. You can basically get all of the parts that you need for this slide up here on the KWA USA website. All those parts are right in a warehouse in California, and I'm not sure what shipping time is. I bet it's a little bit longer than most retailers because it is like a warehouse and they probably are more concerned about their wholesale. But I mean, they might be more expensive if you found them on a retailing website, but I mean, they are there. Every single part that you will need, other than like other than the physical slide itself and the outer barrel and the lower receiver, you don't even need this piece for the FPG because this piece isn't in there. You can get, you can get everything that, like I said, you can get everything that you need on that website. Most SMGs, it's really hard to find parts. Take like the MP5 case by Well or Maruzen, I can't even remember. Those gas SMGs. And first off, their mags are expensive as fuck. And what's bad about that is that their mags are really fucking expensive. And they're poorly made guns, so you're constantly buying more mags because mags are poorly made, constantly buying new parts if you could because your seals suck. I mean, this is an excellently well-made piece of material right here. I mean, I love this KSC slide. It's made very, very, very well, and I'm glad that it's not like an HFC slide. So I know it's going to last me a long time. I know that it's going to operate very well, and I know when it does break, it's easy for me to get replacement parts. Most gas SMGs, you're not going to be able to do that without specially ordering parts, and that's going to be really expensive to do, or it's going to be really hard to do and a huge pain in the ass. I mean, I know that this outer shell is like 300, or not 300, it's like 200, and then I know that the gun inside costs me about 160, and then I know that all the mags are like 40 bucks a piece, coming out to about 370, like for this here, and then mags, of course. But I don't care because I know it's going to be an easy gun to maintain. I know it's going to last me a long time. It's MAGPUL PTS. They make great stuff. KSC. They make excellent stuff. It's going to be easy for me to get replacement parts. I don't care. I think $370 is worth the headaches and the cheaper magazines, versus paying like $200 for some crappy MP7 SMG that's going to break easily and I'm going to have to do a lot of work with. This thing's really easy to take down. Like, just take this thing down. It's like taking down a regular block. Pop it on the safe, hold on to 2 times, crack the slide, comes off. Now I can do all my maintenance right here. I don't have to, you know, take out any push pins or any major parts to worry about with taking an MP7. I mean, MP7 is a lot more complicated with a pistol with a stock that folds up. And also, you can get, you can run an extended barrel through here. I do like that too. I mean, I guess that's not really part of like I guess that's more like upgrades, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, along with replacement parts, it's easy to get upgrade parts. What's so great about upgrade parts? They make your gun better. And I'm just setting another timer. And because they make your gun better, I mean, that's good. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, and that's what I love about this gun. Easy to maintain, easy to use. It's going to last a long time because I have very well made parts in here. The gun, the conversion kit itself is very well made. Operates very well. I mean, I just love the feel of the gun. It's great. I like the fact that it's lightweight. I mean, I just like basically everything about this. I like the fact that it folds into a fucking box. I mean, how many other guns do this? I mean, like, yeah, it's not necessary, but bam! You're shooting people. It's amazing. I mean, they just crap their pants with amazement and then you shoot them. It's like the greatest idea ever. It's so much fun to shoot too. Oh my god. I mean, I like shooting the Glock in full auto with just like, you know, bam, 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 bam. But this thing's even greater. You have this right to your cheek and you're putting rounds down on full auto. I mean, propane, it kind of smells bad, but still. It is ridiculously fun to use. Ridiculous. It's effective. It's accurate at CQB ranges, which is all you really need it for. I think it's a better sidearm than your other pistols. I'd much rather have this than a pistol. I mean, yeah, the stock's unnecessary for close range shots, but it'll make you a little bit more accurate. Your sights aren't the greatest, but this rail is QD. So if you wanted to rock this as a primary in CQB, you could. I put an EOTech on here. It looks really nice. It works really well. Right where you want your EOTech to go, like somewhere right here. That's putting the weight straight down your gun, so your gun is still weighted magnificently, and it still feels very lightweight because you're not trying to hold the gun up, hold it, you know, or it's not back heavy at all. It's perfectly balanced. I mean, maybe not like perfect. I mean, pretty freaking close. Might be a little bit heavy this way, but I mean, the stock kind of counterbalances the way how a pistol might be just barely front heavy. I mean, but there's not many guns that are as well balanced as this at all. I mean, the weight is literally just going straight down through your wrist, just straight down. Not too forward, not too much back, just straight down. And I like that. I like the way when you put an optic on there, it doesn't really feel like that you're adding another pound or half pound, however much your optic weighs. It feels a lot less than that because you're not fighting the weight of the optic. You could put a grenade launcher up there and it still would feel very well balanced because of the way the gun is designed. I might do that now. I'm gonna do that now. I'm playing tomorrow. I am putting a grenade launcher on this. Polarity insured. Now anyway, things I don't like about this. I don't like the fact that to change the firing selector switch, you have to open it up, and then you have to, if the gun's on safe, you have to rack it once to make sure that it's actually good to go, and then pull it back slightly, and then pop it down into whenever you want. And then, that's a pain. I mean, that's the problem that I have with the KSC Glock. You can't go straight from, if you have it racked on safe, you can't go straight from a safe to anywhere. The ball bearing just won't let you. You have to pull it back slightly, and then go down to what you want. And then from there, you can go to whatever you see fit. And then overall, if you're on semi, and then you're like, you need to go down to full auto. I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass to open it up. I guess you could do some sort of modification where you cut out this little bit so you can use it with your thumb. Not too worried about it because I keep this thing on full auto all the time. Bam, bam, bam. Ching. Gotta love it. I wish you need to change the selector switch. It's not a big deal. Like I said, it takes about 5 minutes if you find someone that's good at gun work. It probably would have taken me about 10. In fact, I had to do it myself one time. I can't remember why. It took me about 10 minutes. That wasn't that big of a deal. I've done tougher things with guns. Definitely not as hard as a gearbox by any means. Good lord. I would much rather change the selector switch on an FPG than try to close an M130 gearbox. We'll just leave it at that. Especially with cheap selector switches, or cheap anti-reversal latches, they pop out all the time. It's wonderful. And there's my timer. Anyway. And those are basically two things I don't like about the gun. That's it. And that's the end of this review.